Wastelink, a food upcycling startup, announced that it has received INR 10 crore in seed funding led by Matterhorn Project LLP, Indigram Lab Foundation, Sanjeev Rangras and other angel investors. Wastelink is being developed at Indigram Lab Foundation. The fundraise will be used to expand Wastelink footprint across India as well as to scale up their nutrition science and food waste supply platform capabilities. Saket Dave, CEO of Wastelink, commented on the announcement saying, "We are extremely excited to have raised our first ever funding and the opportunities that come with it. The collective experience of our investor as well as the capital will be extremely beneficial to us as we embark on our national expansion journey. We hope to make a significant positive impact on society by upcycling 1 million metric tons of food waste in the next 2-3 years." Hello, I'm Stuti Shukla. You are watching Agribusiness News. Let's start with the latest updates. CNH Industrial has further expanded its CSR initiative to support the education of socio-economically disadvantaged students with 3 projects in India. Partnering with the NGO Buddy Force Study, Project Unnati was launched by Chunvoitera, President Asia Pacific CNH Industrial, during her recent visit to India. The initiative aims to provide financial assistance to some 70 school children and students from 30 industrial training institutes in Gurgaon and Noida who have experienced significant economic hardship due to the pandemic. It also includes a mentorship program whereby CNH Industrial employees will mentor and guide the students with their knowledge, experience and skills. Chunvoitera, President of Asia Pacific CNH Industrial, said, "Continuing CNH Industrial commitment to assist students in gaining essential education, we are expanding our educational CSR project in India this year to help students who have suffered due to the global pandemic. With Project Unnati, we will provide financial support and professional support to students through scholarship and the employee mentorship program." Weather Risk Management Service has received grant of €2.1 million from Insu Resilience Solution Fund, managed by Frankfurt School of Finance and Management and financed by KfW Development Bank to build resilience of smallholder farmers to fight climate change through development and implementation of yield guarantee solution. Ingen Technologies, a weather station data provider, is also part of the project, which aims to improve the resilience of 100,000 smallholder farmers in India against climate risk and incentive smart agricultural risk management practices, as well as to scale up the yield guarantee solution for crops such as cotton, chili, paddy, wheat and potato. Soilgenic Technologies LLC has developed and launched the next generation enhanced efficiency fertilizer technologies for urea, UAN, anhydrous ammonia and ammonia-based fertilizers. Company President and CEO Jeff Ivan said Soilgenic will be conducting extensive third-party nitrous oxide trials to measure the total reduction of GHG emission from the nitrification technology. "We are excited about the result and the technology as it is a significant industry improvement in below ground nitrogen protection." CNH Technologies, a US and Israel based agri and food tech startup, closed a $10 million Series A funding. The round, which brings CNH total funding raised to date to $20 million, was led by iAngels with participation from Neva, ICAR, a part of Intensa, and Polo Group and Champion Capital. Shrestha Natural Bioproduct, the owner of 24 Mantra organic brand, has recently launched QR code-based traceability of its product that allow consumer to scan it through mobile and get all the details about the product, such as its place of production and seed variety. Explaining the initiative in an interaction, Shrestha Natural CEO and Balasubramaniam also discussed the country's current organic sector scenario. R is the first one of the branded organic category to provide basic information that a consumer may be interested in buying any of our products. This is a first of its kind initiative. A lot of companies don't even show anything about where they are buying or sourcing. Whatever we are offering, we are putting out almost our entire DNA on the table their consumer to see, because we want them to trust and we trust consumers. French energy major Total Energies will acquire 25% stake in Adani New Industries Limited, and it plans to invest over $50 billion over the next 10 years in green hydrogen and associated ecosystem. In the initial phase, ANIL will develop green hydrogen production capacity of 1 million ton per annum before 2030. Gautam Adani, chairman of Adani Group, said in a statement, the strategic value of the Adani Total Energies relationship is immense at both the business level and the ambition level. In our journey to become the largest green hydrogen player in the world, the partnership with Total Energies adds several dimensions that include R&D, market reach and understanding of the end consumer. This fundamentally allows us to shape market demand. This is why I find the continued extension of our partnership to hold such great value. Our confidence in our ability to produce the world's least expensive electron is what will drive our ability to produce the world's least expensive green hydrogen. This partnership will open up a number of exciting downstream pathways. Manish Bansal, Managing Director of India Operation at University of Maryland, Robert H. Smith School of Businesses, visited Krishi Jagran Media House and meet with founder and editor-in-chief of Krishi Jagran and Agriculture World, MC Dominic, Director Shiny Dominic and other team members. Manish Bansal talked about the future of commodity market.
I truly believe that commodities market today are where the equities were 30 years back. If you remember 30 years back, equity markets were very inefficient, right? Exchanges were there, but broking community was dominating. And obviously the transparency in the market, the efficiency with which you could execute the trade or the pricing of that intermediation was very high. And all those efficiencies exist. They have been eliminated in the equities market over the period of time. But if you see the commodities, they are exactly there. Every time we talk about the challenges on the procurement side, be it the seeds or the fertilizer, after that the processing being inefficient, subject to a lot of risks, and the moment you talk about the risk, you talk about the hedging. Then after the production, the linkages of the producer and the consumer, there are inefficiencies at every front, and to my mind the next 30 years belong to the commodities space because these inefficiencies are to be plugged at every level. So for example, if you look at the fintech and edtech, similarly the agritech is coming, trying to solve some of the pockets of these problems. Agritech is coming to facilitate the most optimal procurement, most optimal process for the production. The drones and the technologies are being used to figure out the optimal use of the fertilizer or seeding. And then the platforms which are emerging to link the producer with the customer. And I truly believe then you see the financialization of the commodities market. For example, exchanges, both MCX and NCDEX, do offer tremendous opportunity on the commodity risk management side. You see the insurance companies offering the crop production. They will offer the price protection as well, as an insurance tomorrow, or maybe club both of them. The banking part of the commodities is missing because of the unorganized part. The moment you talk about more warehousing, the moment you talk about the warehousing being digitalized, which you call the warehousing digital receipts, they being tradable, so you will see the banking sector jumping on it. So the more organized every step become, right, will lead to the more efficiency and offer the more opportunities to the participants. You also will see a lot of people operating in the space of research, investment, hedging. Banks will need, brokers will need, regulators will need, corporates will need. All of these guys will need the experts in the commodity side. So to my mind, next 30, 35 years, 40 years belong to the commodities, and you will see the tremendous amount of opportunities for the professionals in this space.
Freedom refined sunflower oil has decreased prices by 15 rupees to 220 rupees a litre during last week and must be further 20 rupees reduction to bring down cost to 100 rupees litre. Center intervention with series of duty cuts on crude sunflower oil had helped in trimming the prices. P. Chandrasekhara Reddy, Senior Vice President Sales and Marketing, Freedom Healthy Cooking Oil, said in a statement, most of the sunflower oil, about 70% of India consumption, is from the southern state and Odisha. Our prices are determined by the global trend, foreign currency, fluctuation, import duties, transport and manufacturing costs. Earlier this year, due to the global factory, the MRP of sunflower oil was increased to 35 rupees per litre. The supplies and global prices are easing but not yet near the pre-COVID level. We have reduced the MRP by 15 rupees and will further drop it 20 rupees to 200 rupees. The stock with the new MRP will be available to the end user across the geographies. NHA and NASSCOM collaborated to organize the NHA-NASSCOM Conclave 2022 on Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, revolutionizing digital health. The conclave was held at Bengaluru as a hybrid event with over 400 stakeholder and industry witnesses from the healthcare and technology sector as well as the India investor community participating in physical and virtual mode. Dr. K. Sudhakar, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka stated that Ayushman Bharat or long life for all Indians can be ensured when quality healthcare is provided to one and all. This is made possible by providing not only infrastructure but also the technology platform that ABDM intends to build. This platform will aid in the gradual transition of the health system from one focus on promotion and prevention to one that will also focus on predictive health. Jammu and Kashmir ranked first among all union territories in terms of e-governance service delivery, allowing it to save approximately 200 rupees crore per year on the carriage of physical file during the annual Durbar move between the two capital cities of Jammu and Srinagar. The minister praised the Jammu and Kashmir UT for achieving this position with an overall compliance rate of nearly 90%. Dr. Jitendra Singh informed that national workshop on e-office and launch of national e-governance service delivery assessment that Jammu and Kashmir were accessed for first time in any SDA 2021 and scored the highest among all UTs for 6 sectors. ICAR conducting brainstorming session on mainstreaming agriculture curriculum in school education on 14 June 2022. Our brainstorming facilitator should have great listening skill to fully absorb ideas, time management skill to keep the meeting on track, organizational skill to create an agenda and record ideas. For more such agri updates, stay connected with Krishi Jagran Business. Thank you.